You've definitely heard it, haven't you? That idea that, humans only use 10% of their brain.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
It really is. Movies, motivational talks, it implies there's this huge amount of dormant potential just waiting.
Hmm.
So for this deep dive, we're going to crack that one open. Is it like fact or just a really sticky myth? Let's see what the sources tell us.
It's a fascinatingly persistent idea, and when you dig into the origins like the material does, it points towards the early 20th century.
Right. And it seems maybe connected to someone like William James, the American psychologist. I think the sources mention him.
They do, yeah. But James, interestingly, was talking about humans using a small part of their potential.
Ah, potential, not physical brain.
Exactly. That's the key distinction. He meant our capacity to achieve our mental and physical resources, not like 90% of the actual brain tissue is offline.
Okay, so that subtle idea about potential, it somehow got twisted
It looks that way, that more nuanced idea seems to have been, simplified, maybe oversimplified and warped, probably by media, self-help types.
into the very specific, very catchy 10% of the brain claim.
Precisely. Which, let's face it, makes for great movie plots.
Oh, absolutely. Lucy, Limitless.
Yeah,
They totally capitalize on that fantasy,
Hey.
suddenly unlocking superpowers.
they really do. But when we actually look at the science, the stuff presented in the sources, it paints a very, very different picture. Brain imaging, like fMRI scans.
Okay, wait, fMRI, for anyone maybe not familiar, what exactly is that showing us?
Right, good point. So fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, it basically tracks blood flow changes in the brain. More blood flow suggests more activity.
So it's like a heat map of brain activity.
Kind of, yeah, like seeing which parts of a city are busiest by looking at traffic.
Got it. Okay, so what do these brain traffic maps reveal about the 10% thing?
Well, we use way more than 10%. Even when you're just sitting quietly, your brain isn't off, there's a whole default mode network that's active.
Doing background stuff?
Exactly. And across a whole day, doing different things, use pretty much all of your brain. Different parts light up for different tasks, movement, senses, memory, emotion, planning, you name it.
And this really ties into the brain injury point the sources bring up, doesn't it? That feels like strong evidence.
It really is compelling. Think about it. If 90% of your brain was just spare capacity, unused.
Then damaging those parts shouldn't really matter much.
Right. Damage to the vast majority of your brain would theoretically have little effect.
But we know that's just not true. A stroke, an accident, even small areas of damage can have devastating consequences. Speech, movement, personality.
Absolutely. It can profoundly impact function. That reality really flies in the face of the 10% idea. It strongly suggests every part has a role.
So, okay, the science seems pretty clear. Why on earth does this myth stick around so much?
Well, the sources hit on this too. It's just appealing, isn't it?
Yeah, the idea of hidden potential, untapped power just sitting there.
Totally. It feeds into that desire for self-improvement, that hope that we could be more. And unfortunately,
That feeling gets exploited.
it certainly can be. Used to sell you things. Self-help courses promising to unlock it, maybe supplements, brain boosters.
Right. I think the sources had a good analogy for this. Something about a smartphone.
Yeah, that was a good one. Believing you only use 10% of your brain is like saying you only use 10% of your phone. I mean, maybe if you only make calls, you're using a fraction of its features, but the phone itself is fully capable of browsing, apps, GPS, everything.
You're just not using all its functions.
Exactly. The potential is in using the existing capabilities better, not activating dormant hardware. The brain's similar. It's all there, all functional.
Okay, that makes sense. So if real human potential isn't about magically switching on unused brain areas,
Yeah.
what is it about then?
And this brings us back maybe to what William James actually meant by potential. The material suggests it's not about dormant brain bits, but about improving the way we use the brain we have, the skills, the habits.
Ah, so optimizing the system, training the incredible tool that's already fully operational.
Precisely. Things like, learning how to learn more effectively, improving your focus, developing emotional intelligence, being more creative, prioritizing mental wellness.
So it's about the application of the brain's power.
That seems to be the key. It's a powerful tool, and like any tool, it benefits from training and smart usage.
This deep dive really underscores it then. The 10% brain myth, however popular, is just fiction, scientifically speaking. You're using the whole thing.
Yep. The real unlock isn't finding a hidden 90%, but in how you consciously choose to train and apply the amazing brain you've already got.
So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. If your potential isn't locked away in unused brain matter, but lies in how you cultivate your existing abilities, what specific skill or habit, maybe better focus, or learning something new, or even managing stress, could you start working on next?